Vancouver International Airport is in Coast Salish territory, and the Airport Authority recognizes our First Nations heritage with some of the finest Aboriginal art on display anywhere. Every year, millions of passengers are welcomed by a giant spindle whorl and welcoming posts created by Coast Salish artist Susan Point. That's a bit more than she had in mind when she started art classes more than 20 years ago.
In 1981, they were offering a native jewelry course at Vancouver Community College. And at that time, I was on maternity leave with my third child. So I decided to take the course. It was initially just started out as a hobby. And at that time, to be honest, I didn't even realize that we had our own unique Coast Salish art form.
It turns out very few people knew about it.
So I went to the library and tried to find everything I could on Coast Salish art. At that time, there was very, very little. There was everything on Northern style art, Haida art, but nothing on Coast Salish art. No one even knew of the Coast Salish art style. And I was determined at that time to revive and make the public aware of this unique style of art.
With her work on display in public spaces on both sides of the border, including the Smithsonian Institute, and coming soon to Stanley Park, she's making progress towards that goal. Even better, she's helping new generations of Coast Salish artists, including her kids.
It's so nice having both my boys. Actually, my other son isn't here, but my two sons and my daughter, we all work together. This is my son Brent, and he's a welder by trade, but for the last year he's been working with me. We've been working together. This is my daughter Kelly, and she's probably the one that's going to carry on what I'm actually doing right now. She's been working with me since she was very little. I'd come downstairs and I'd find little scratches and cuts all over my woodworking. She'd be down there nicking up my stuff, luckily not wrecking it, so I can always fix it. The revival of the Coast Salish art form, it is going great. I mean, there's a lot of young up-and-coming artists right now that are actually doing Coast Salish art, strictly Coast Salish art, using only the elements that are within the art form itself.